stream up. Alright, I can beat this man. I can beat this man with this team. I can win this game.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Right there. Right there.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And a nice
all
move
good, bro.
will yield nothing.
If people just
as
want to
he's
run the
stopped
ball
behind the
every
line.
play, then I can play that game.
It's probably
That's
a
cool.
pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness?
You know, I'm one of those people,
led
bro.
his eyes to the backfield.
I'm
to
one of
run
those
up there
people.
and make that
You know
tackle,
that
setting a tone
that thing
early
you see
for
on
his
Facebook
defense.
where it says I match energy. So let me
Dolphins
know
bring
how
on
we
an
acting
extra
today.
defensive back
That's
on
me.
3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And able to find John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And the Bills first down.
Mike, 35. Pass 85. Pass 85. Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Allen now looks to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
I don't understand, yeah. You're not making sense, bro.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Yo, swing boom.
So the shotgun snap to Allen.
Thank you.
Intercepted by the
bye-bye.
Kyle Fuller.
Bye-bye.
He's got a cut.
Bye-bye.
He might be gone. And he will bring it back.
Let's fucking go.
6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Let's
Well,
fucking
it's 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got
it. They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
You swing a party to boom. Right. And then through to his right. Through a bad.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a while. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he'll let it go deep for Foster.
Oh my God, he caught that. That's fucking crazy.
A big play here for the Bills. 59 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No
Fuller
dink
got
and
cooked
dunk.
that fucking time. All right.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be
my user skills
on the tape. He's like, I
are
should
like
have thrown that ball.
1,000
No doubt
times
about
better
it,
than
and
they
his coaching
have
staff
them.
will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
And Brandon, as we
That was a
continue to
terrible
see,
pass.
so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen.
Catch that.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Okay.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, high 7. 59.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm all right.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
Their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well. Signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing them 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
So
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I got to keep going all the way.
Allen going to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen.
Okay, I got to get... My apologies, sir, but I need to adjust this depth chart.
Take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Wrong play.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
Bro, this line is my biggest issue.
They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Tell me another
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
Oh, my God, he's so scared.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
He just took a 9-yard loss.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man, here's Foster. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 93 yards. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
That was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Hey, alert! 59 is Mike, 59.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
See, bro, that's why I keep Rosen, because he's got his moments where I'm like, okay, he's going to be great.
Because it was evident right there.
He's going to be great.
Like a simple pitch and catch.
He just needs time.
You and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
All right.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Run whatever side he's not on, bro.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the twist.
Here's Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here comes Cohen. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Nice.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Airing this one out for Evans. And he will take it for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Evans, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Another Stevie.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all.
Mike Evans. Yeah.
And I just remember as a player,
yep.
I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
I like him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I like him, bro. I legit like him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's a totally different. The reason I was fucking up at first is because I was trying to play a different game with him, than I should have been.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Now I get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Baby.
Taco Charlton in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Allen. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin.
Fuck.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Throwing is Allen on third. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Alert! Mike, check, 59. Blue down.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Rosen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Matt Milano make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again.
Fuck
and
yeah.
He is down deep into Buffalo territory. And he will finally be tracked down
Those
at the
blocks
Bills'
were perfect,
11.
fellas.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make
Isn't
that
that
defense
gorgeous?
stand up and stop them.
Yeah, bro.
Field flipper
Yeah,
there as
bro.
all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it with Balaj.
Let's fucking
Into
go.
the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins
That was
are able
gorgeous,
to extend
wasn't it?
that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie
Oh, that's
cutter.
my favorite play right now.
Everyone's saying the exact same
Power
thing in
ball.
every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever.
It
this
worked
was a
that
big
time,
score to
so.
start the second half.
All right, I'll take what I got and be happy with
Touchback as that
it.
sails over the end line.
Where's the wind at?
Yo, Jesse don't need no secrets.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense,
beating the
though,
shit out the
to put
Bills.
something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How many
time.
plays
Drop
do you
it.
script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're
He threw me
scripting 12 to
5 picks,
16.
bro.
I think in the second half, you're really scripting
And he's
more
about
like
to throw
8 to
another
10.
one. I
Kind
can
of a
feel it.
starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this
I should have
game.
used
I'm
a
going to follow
Bentley on
right
that.
along with you because
Could've
the
took that
spot
to the
they're in
house.
now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've
I'm
made.
getting better at this
and that just
Madden shit,
means
bro.
you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Buffalo.
Fuck. I need to bring a little pressure.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I called zone for a reason, guys.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Singletary, they'll run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Two times.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 55 yards.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Balaj is going to get 2 upgrades.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now it's Rosen looking. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Balaj. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let me find out I'm good at Madden.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Throw that.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
He's going to quit, bro.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of
Imagine
football.
throwing 6 interceptions against
the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Bro, I'm trash at offense, but my defense is serious.
Again, it's Balaj. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
No. No, to the point I wish you would. Because I don't know what to call against you, bro. I'm not just saying that. I literally am sitting there scratching my head. I don't know what defense to call against that.
NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rosen will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side. And he will score.
He got one. He got one.
Buffalo.
Kenny wants
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
All right.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just didn't really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's so good, baby. Run this clock out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First down.
Can I chew the clock, or do I have to just take forever picking my plays?
Situation when you're up in the 4th quarter, they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9,
I'm just going to take mad long picking my plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No, you don't. You can't chew the clock. The man laying down 2 scores.
There as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
I'm just going to be very careful with my play
holes so they can't run the football.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On the toss, here's Balaj. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. On the return is Cohen. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive...
So anybody else playing the game?
A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe the play action should be your quarterback. Get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
The end result, 21 yards. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Looking downfield for Godwin.
Come on, Jesse, anchor down and get this out.
He is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka now for the extra point.
He's throwing away from me wherever I am.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
All right.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Yo, get out of here, yo.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays. But it has to be plays that gets first downs.
Mixing it up.
He did the 2 spins back to back
certainly
like that.
Throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And
Like
again,
he literally
get those
hit
first
one
downs,
spin, and
keep
before you
possession of the
finish,
football.
you plan it and hit
You
another
have human
one.
joystick?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on
That
second
joint was
down.
crazy. You always got hot if I was playing with him. I was mad as hell.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I know, bro. I threw a pick 6.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go. That was a big catch,
Now the Bills
Mikey.
are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
It was a big catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Kenny's always spicy, bro.
Me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Wow.
Damn, you want to follow?
Wow.
Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Kenny, I know you over there, Cat.
Oh my God. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys are looking at the scoreboard
not to lose
and go,
instead of playing to win.
Well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He's going to lock one deep. It's caught inside the 25. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Hey, Jesse, try QB contain next time on something like that.
Okay.
That way when he slides out the pocket, your lineman will break free and get to him faster.
Okay. So you won't have football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check three. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go right back to Singletary. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
Jesse, QB contained. QB contained.
They stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You can't block me. Hey, one set. Check right. Hey, Charlie. He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
I think he did. I think he did the wrong. I knew you did that. You must not know the QB contain.
They've got another 1st down.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage.
No, he just made a defensive tackle a spy. There's literally an option for QB contain, so when he drifts, they'll break off the edge. L1, R1.
They can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point.
I didn't know if you were talking to me or not.
And our 1st and goal.
See what I mean?
Okay,
there you go. There you go. Just keep QB containing. So when he drift to that side, your man gonna break off every time.
They're not even in the red zone anymore.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult.
Stop that drifting to the sideline.
22 yards to go.
Bro, that's my problem. I don't know the button.
Now Allen. And he can't get a throw.
That's how I learned how to shift my line over and batting fields and stuff. But first, I was shifting my whole defense.
5 seconds to go there on the spike.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Kenny, game over. Game over, Kenny. I mean, Jesse.
Yeah. He spiked it. He's
4 seconds.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's fucking go. 4 seconds left. Let's get this bum off the field. Get this bum off the field.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster.
You know he needs a touchdown. You know he needs a touchdown.
What? Touchdown.
You know he needs a touchdown.
Oh my
finding the end
God.
zone on the game's final play.
Jesse, you know. Oh my God. Good game though, Jesse. Good game.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
All he had to do was back his own defenders up
And
play for the long pass.
Very end to win
hey,
this thing.
all in all, Jesse, all in all, you played a hell of a game. Right? You played a hell of a game, man. You just got to put 4 quarters together. You played a hell of a game.
Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story,
don't worry.
Touchdown to
I got your back. I got your back, Jesse.
God damn it.
Yeah, we go to the chat.
Bills, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Damn.